Hey guys, welcome to today's trade updates. First pair that we had for this week was USD CHF, and USD CHF were bearish on the higher time frames. So I go down to the lower time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame, where I look for my entry. As you can see, the market recently broke below all these previous lows, indicating that the market wants to start its move to the downside. So I had this zone here which I was interested in. This zone here which I was interested in on the 4-hour time frame for the market to come into, give us an entry signal for me to then take trades to the downside. And we got exactly that. We saw that the market came, gave us a retest of this area of interest on the 4-hour time frame, and then give us our entry signal where I then executed my trade, the sales with a 5 pips stop loss on targeting a 1 to 2.5 minimum. But this trade did not go as planned. Honestly, personally, I felt like this trade would have been like a very sweet trade. Well, yeah, you cannot tell the market what to do. So we took that loss sharp. Well, this is not over yet. I mean, this is still the beginning of the week, and there's still a potential for the market to come up back to our area of interest, give us our entry signal for us to take the trade to the downside. And also, we could see rejections from this point to then take the trade to the downside. The next pair that we have is NZD-USD. On NZD-USD, we had the same situation where the market is currently bearish. If you look at the higher time frame, the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour time frame. So we're looking for sales on this pair. And as you can see right now, the market gives us the retracement back into our area of interest, which is the daily area of interest. It's these rejections and also giving us other confirmations that this market is about to start moving to the downside, which I executed, and I'm currently in this trade right now. I'm going to just pop up a screenshot of what we have. We're currently running about a little profit of like $11. Well, I'll drop the screenshots. Basically, that's what we have for this pair. We're expecting the market to give us at least a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward for us to consider this a very sweet trade. The next pair that we have is NZD JPY. On NZD JPY, as you can see, the same thing. The market is currently bearish, and we're looking for our entry signal. So personally, what I'm waiting for this pair is for the market to come back into this our area of interest, which is our psychological level, which will also be the third touch of our trend line, and which will also be touch of our moving average. So hopefully, when we get to this point, we get our entry signal to execute a trade. The next pair that I'm looking at is Euro NZD or Euro NZD. Honestly, the pair is very I'm not really sure about this pair, but I mean, done my analysis and it looks like a trade that I would love to take if the setups comes up. On the daily time frame, we can see that we have two area of interest here. So the first area of interest I'll be looking at is the daily area of interest to see what the market does at this point. If we're going to be rejecting, or if we're going to be having a deeper retracement into the weekly area of interest, also then take the trade to the upside. Next pair is silver. You know, a lot of people don't talk about silver that much. Most people talk about gold. Gold is doing this, gold is doing that. But they fail to realize that the world is changing with the coming of AI, electric vehicles, solar panels, and all that, it requires silver, which means the silver prices will be pushing up. And you can see for a while, since the last 5 years, we've had silver continuing to go up. So what am I looking for on silver? For silver, basically I'm just waiting for the retracement into my area of interest, which is the $38, which is also the 50% or 61% retracement level. And hopefully by the time it gets here, we'll see our moving average connecting for us to then look for entry signal to take this trade to the upside. My target for silver overall is, I think, $50 for silver to get to $50 for me. I would love to see that happening. But for now, my first target will be $43. The next target will be $47. And the next target will be $50. So those are the pairs that we have for this week. We're currently in NZD/USD, which hopefully we'll get good results from. And well, that's it for this breakdown. See you in the next video. Let's say tomorrow, Tuesday, we'll be talking about what we're expecting from the day. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.